Dust clouds rise over the Apulian plains in the scorching summer heat of 216 BC.
Two massive armies stare each other down, ready to decide the fate of the Mediterranean world.
Which side will you choose in this ultimate clash of ancient military titans?
Subscribe now to witness the most brilliant tactical encirclement in recorded history. The drums of war thunder across southern Italy as the legions march toward destiny. The Second Punic War rages into its third bloody year without a decisive conclusion.
Tensions boil over following the catastrophic Roman defeats at Trebia and Lake Trasimene.
The Republic demands decisive action to crush the invader, ravaging their Italian lands. Rome assembles the largest army ever fielded in its history up to this point.
86,000 legionaries and allies gather to destroy the Punic threat once and for all.
The Senate orders the two commanding consuls to engage the enemy directly.
The Carthaginian commander seizes a vital grain depot at the citadel of Cannae.
This move cuts off Roman supply lines and forces a confrontation on chosen ground.
The Aufidus River area has flat, open terrain.
It seems seemingly perfect for the superior numbers of the Roman infantry.
Yet he knows exactly how to exploit this specific geography. Dawn breaks on August 2nd, as the legions deploy in their traditional formation.
The hot Volturnus wind blows dust directly into the faces of the Roman soldiers.
This natural element further blinds the legions as they prepare to march forward.
Roman heavy infantry packs tightly into the center, seeking to smash through via brute force. Shorten the gaps between maniples to create an unstoppable battering ram. The Republic's strategy relies entirely on weight and forward momentum to crush the line.
Across the field, the Carthaginian commander arranges a deceptively weak formation.
He places his Gallic and Spanish infantry in a bulging crescent, curving toward the enemy. This thin line appears vulnerable to the massed Roman heavy infantry block. However, elite African heavy infantry stands in reserve on the extreme flanks. Numidian and Spanish horsemen take positions on the wings to counter Roman cavalry. The plan is a high-risk gamble involving a controlled retreat of the center. The battle opens with a skirmish of light troops and Balearic slingers. Heavy cavalry on the river flank charges into the Roman horsemen. The Punic riders, veterans of many campaigns, quickly overwhelm the citizen cavalry. The Roman cavalry on the left wing breaks and flees the field. Numidian light horsemen pursue them to prevent them from regrouping. Meanwhile, the massive Roman infantry block crashes into the bulging Carthaginian center.
The Gallic and Spanish troops hold their ground momentarily before slowly giving way.
They buckle backward under immense pressure, but maintain their disciplined line.
The convex crescent inverts, becoming a concave sack that draws the Romans deeper. Sensing victory, the legionaries push forward, crowding into the retreating enemy center.
They do not realize they are walking into a carefully prepared tactical trap.
The Roman flanks are now exposed to the elite troops waiting on the sides.
Suddenly, the Carthaginian commander signals his heavy African infantry to swing inward. Officers in the mid-ground turn and begin shouting.
They strike the disorganized Roman flanks with devastating precision and timing.
Simultaneously, the victorious Punic heavy cavalry returns from chasing the Roman horsemen.
They slam into the rear of the legionary mass, sealing the encirclement completely.
The vast Roman army is now compressed into a space too small to fight.
Panic sets in as the trap closes from all four cardinal directions. Men cannot lift their weapons or maneuver in the crushing press of bodies. The dust creates a blinding fog, adding to the confusion and terror. Discipline evaporates as the legionaries realize there is no escape route. The destruction of the Republic's Grand Army proceeds with mechanical efficiency.
Hours later, the sun sets on a field of total ruin.
Nearly 50,000 Roman soldiers lie dead or captured on the plain.
The disaster at Cannae leaves the road to Rome completely open.
Panic sweeps through the capital as news of the annihilation arrives.
The Senate refuses to surrender, despite the catastrophic loss of manpower.
They mobilize slaves and criminals to rebuild the shattered legions. The Carthaginian victory is a tactical masterpiece studied for millennia.
It proves that strategy and positioning can overcome superior numbers.
Yet, the war will continue for over a decade more. Rome's resilience prevents this tactical triumph from becoming a strategic victory.